Hey guys, I know it's late. It's late, but I had to do it, okay? I've made this challenge and I'm holding myself accountable, so I'm here. Number 12, my daily health habits challenge is be preventative. So this is gonna be a shorter one because it's late and it's jam-packed full topic, but I'm not gonna get too deep into it. Okay, so if you're new here, my name is Jocelyn. Instagram over at Bergamo and Balance. I'm a gold leader within doTERRA and I love and live a natural, holistic life, and that's why I'm sharing this with you. Hope to inspire some of you to meditate for 5 minutes or shift your mood and relieve stress, drink more water, and just overall feel better. Okay, so here we are, day 12, be preventative. So where do we start? So what comes to mind first when you're like, be preventative? For me, we start with our diet and we start with our cleaning. So be preventative. Let's start with diet first. Studies show that the average home consumes about 57 pounds of sugar annually. Like, this is like, makes me kind of sick. It might be, those studies are like probably most likely American, but it's still no bueno, not good. Okay, so did you know, like, more studies show that when we ingest sugar, our immune system is suppressed for like 3 hours. Okay, so studies show again that certain white blood cells were not as aggressive at attacking bad bacteria. So that means, like, when we're eating sugar, up to 3 hours later, our immune system isn't as active as it should be at keeping us healthy, which is super crazy and scary. So the first way we can be preventative is by limiting or cutting out our sugar intake. So if you consume sugar like a can of pop or candy bar multiple times a day, that means that our immune system is pretty much like out of commission for the day. Like, mind blown, right? That's crazy. Side note, you guys, that does not mean, like, hard no, do not go for the sugar-free stuff. Okay, not good. And just an FYI, sugar is pretty much in all packaged food. So welcome as you're jumping in, say hi, even on the replay, you guys. I love interaction. I love knowing you're watching my video, and if you're enjoying it, if you have any comments or questions, literally play along, talk. I want to know you're watching. I'm not just yapping away at myself for no good reason. Okay, so sugar is in pretty much everything. Everything packaged has some sort of sugar in it, which is really crazy. So I want to talk just for a quick hot second on aspartame. Like, it's a hot loaded topic for sure, and you might be familiar with this. It's in like chewing gum, it's in a lot of sugar-free stuff. It's often known as like NutraSweet or equal. Aspartame is one of the most common artificial sweeteners in the world today. So it's used in many foods and beverages. I'm just reading my notes. It's about 200 times sweeter than sugar. That's crazy. 200 times. So much less of it can be used to give the same level of sweetness. This in turn lowers the calories of the food or beverage. Okay, so if you haven't already, please do some research on aspartame. I'll just tell you a little tidbit here, but it's like not really what you want to be putting in your body. So claims have been made that aspartame is related to health effects ranging from mild problems such as a headache, dizziness, digestive problems, and changes in the mood to more serious health issues like Alzheimer's, birth defects, diabetes, Gulf War syndrome, I don't even know what that is, attention deficit, ADD, Parkinson's disease, lupus, multiple sclerosis, and seizures. I don't know about you, but I'm fine without any of those. There's also links linking aspartame to cancer, the big C. So I encourage you to do your own research. There are way safer sugar alternatives out there for sure. If you have a favorite, comment, because, I'm always open to more suggestions and I love the interaction. Okay, so our favorite sugar, I guess, alternative. It's best if you can wean yourself off it. Sweet things altogether, but we love using, maple syrup, local honey. Xylitol comes from birch trees. There's a bit about xylitol, do a bit of research. It's actually pretty beneficial for your teeth. And agave nectar. So there's so many different things out there, but really sugar is a drug, you guys. So it's best if you can slowly, limit your intake and eventually, in the perfect world, we don't eat any sugar, but limiting is definitely a great idea. So Another one is, eating leafy greens, dark veggies, whole foods. Shop on the outside, the outskirts of the, not literally out the doors, but in the perimeter of the grocery store. When you go in, go around the sides, because that's where mainly all the fresh and the stuff that you want to be filling your cart with is in there. Okay, so cut back on packaged and processed foods. So first part of the challenge, cut back on sugar. It could be scary. You could be like, oh my God, I need sugar in my coffee, but sugar is literally an addiction, you guys. It is doing way more harm than good, and especially the sugar-free stuff. Like, it's not good. So consciously eat more whole foods. And again, I talked about this in my other video of like the best, like, little hacks on how to incorporate more whole foods into your diet. There's my scheduling for success video. And that's like, meal planning is where it's at. But anyway, moving on. Okay, other ways we can be preventative. The second one that we mentioned in the beginning is by cleaning our homes, right? We all want to be clean. We don't know to wash our hands. This seems like a no-brainer, but I want to get a little more clear on this. So if you are still using toxic chemicals to clean your house, I want you to do some research and throw them out, okay? You can thank me later, but there's like so many studies that show how harmful it can be from using chemicals to clean your home. So the average home is said to be 5 to 8 times more toxic than the outside world, and it's largely because of the chemicals we bring into our homes. So that's pretty scary. We personally use something called the On Guard Cleaner Concentrate. It is from doTERRA. It's under $20, and it makes about 11 1-liter spray cleaners. Okay, this is completely, Caroline just jumped on, Mouse, you love the On Guard Cleaner Concentrate. Like, this is where it's at. If you're gonna clean your home, clean with something that's natural. And I have 2 small kids. Underneath my sink, that's all that's under there. Like, not even a word of a lie. That's all that's under there. I have baking soda and vinegar and that. So it's literally scientifically proven to be effective at killing off germs. Using toxic chemicals in your home is doing more bad than good. Okay, so so many studies done on On Guard oil. There's like literally PubMed. There's so many good things, but I'll link an awesome research at the bottom of this post on Facebook after this video. Okay. Remember, it's late. I need to go to bed, but I'm doing this. Okay, so second part of the challenge is question all your cleaners and get rid of them. It's like, that sounds crazy, but I do like definitely look into them, and you don't need to be cleaning with like super toxic stuff anymore. And one of the perks of joining my doTERRA community is an awesome green cleaning ebook that is full of super easy DIYs to swap out every single cleaner you have in your home, okay? Your house will smell fantastic. You'll feel way better just by getting rid of those toxic cleaners and chemicals. So I also did another video, just scroll back. It's on green cleaning in this challenge. So scroll back on that if you're into learning more about green cleaning and how I do it. But okay, and then the third way to be preventative that I'm going to talk about tonight is by utilizing natural means or essential oils preventatively. So some of you watching this might be super pumped on essential oils. That's awesome. Some of you watching might be like, whoa, it's a little bit much for me. Like, that's totally cool. I'm glad you're watching, and I'm super grateful you're watching. But first of all, I just want to tell you something really quick. Not all essential oils are created equally, okay? So sourcing, purity, potency all play a major role in whether the oil is actually going to work or not. So some oils today you can buy have similar therapeutic benefits to a scented candle. Okay, like think about that for a second. A scented candle can probably do more than some essential oils on the market, which is kind of scary because they're made in a lab, they're fragrance, and yeah, you just legit, bottom line, you can't use them really as preventative healthcare. So the oils that I'm comfortable using with my family, I talk about them all the time, obviously on my business page. This is my full-time job. Like I said, I'm a gold leader within doTERRA, and this has like drastically supported my family and changed our lives in a massive way. So that's just my 2 cents. I encourage you to do your research, but these supported my wellness through pregnancy. I choose to ingest some of them. They're doTERRA oils. So I'm planning an essential oils for beginners live video this week too sometime. So if you're curious about learning more about oils, I won't take over this live. I'm telling you all about essential oils, but if you're curious about that, just keep an eye out. So how do we use essential oils daily preventatively? So side note, they're safe for everyone with the proper education. And again, this is something that you get with your oils through me or someone on my global wellness team. So preventatively using oils is super simple. This is the roller, like the oil roller that I made for my kids. We have them all over the house. We have one in the kids' shoe bin that literally lives there, and they know to put it on their own feet when they sit down on their stool, to put on their shoes. They roll it on the bottoms of their feet, put their socks on, and that's it. Like, they know. My kids are 19 months old and 3.5 years old, okay? And as a mom, that feels really freaking awesome to know that my kids are learning how to take care of themselves naturally. Okay, in this roller there are 3 ingredients. Liquid coconut oil. We use liquid so that it doesn't solidify when it gets cold for obvious reasons. It's called fractionated. And the second one is On Guard oil. So that's the one that I kind of talked about. The cleaner concentrate has the On Guard oil in there. It's a blend. And then the third one is Arbor Vitae or Arbor Vitae, which is sourced in BC. It's really like an old kind of musky cedar. It's so good, you guys. But again, if you want to learn more about the oils and what they do and what they can do for you, then go watch the other video when I do it. Okay, so this helps to support our immune systems. Like, literally, I'll show you in case you're brand new. It's a roller bottle on the top, and it's diluted, safe for everyone in my house, and we literally roll it on the bottoms of the feet. Okay, this is awesome. You keep it. We keep one in the shoe bin. We keep one upstairs before bed. The kids know before bed they get their oils. They get a sleepy oil. They get, my son gets growing legs a lot. He has oils for that, and he asks for his oils, which is, again, empowering as a mom. So, question, do we ever get sick? Yeah, we get sick. We're human, but we get sick way less often. And when we do, if we do get sick, we get like such a shorter duration, and the symptoms are super duper drastically less. So simply rolling this roller on the bottoms of the feet, like, studies show that when applied to the bottoms of the feet, the oils enter the bloodstream in under 30 seconds, and they can be found inside the cell of every body in under 20 minutes. So think about that for a sec. Inside every single cell in your body in under 20 minutes. It's crazy because they're lipid, meaning they can easily pass through the fatty outside layer of the cell. Again, this is getting a little in depth, might lose you, but just know essentials are pretty cool. And what's really cool is that if you have a virus, what does the doctor say, right? They say, go home, hydrate, there's nothing we can do. Hopefully they don't give you an antibiotic, because majority of man-made medicine is lipophilic, meaning that it's water-based, okay? And oil and water have a hard time mixing. And since our cells, if this is a cell, has like this like oily membrane on the outside, a water-based, medicine is not going to get into that cell, and inside the cell is where the virus is taken over, right? So it's proven that medicinal grade oils, aka doTERRA, can easily pass through that membrane and get inside to where a virus is. So that's like a big, massive thing, because you don't have to suffer anymore. You don't have to suffer, and you can actually be preventative with your natural means. Okay, so hopefully it was helpful, you guys. Those are just a few of many ways we can be preventative with our wellness. Limit your sugar intake, eat whole foods, ditch the chemicals, clean with real non-toxic cleaners, and utilize natural means to support your family's wellness, not illness. Okay, so thank you for taking the time to watch, you guys, and I'm loving sharing this info with you. I love showing you how weird I am. So I'm hoping that it inspires some of you to, take these like little tiny tidbits and put them to use in your day. So thank you guys. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow for number 12. Bye. Bye, Instagram.